The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
And very good morning, guys. And the NASDAQ just keeps going. Good morning, Stephen, Roland, Ray, John, good morning. Randy and Sue, guys, welcome back. Good morning, Ray. Guys, yesterday, as I said, was an interesting trade. I had never seen that I can recall where we had strong net buying. One of the reasons that good morning, Tony. One of the reasons that I kept looking at Delta. And for those of you guys that were in, I kept saying we're not shorts, we're not shorts, we're not shorts. My target now is 13,125. In the overnight session, after we closed the room, I put targets in yesterday. For those of you guys that paid attention, 13,007 hit, 13,047 was hit in the overnight session, 13,086 hit, 13,125. That's on tap. If we can move above that, we go 164 and 203. We're going to 200, guys, 13,200. I don't know that it's going to be in this cash session, but we are going to 13,200. Watch your Delta. That tells the story. I don't know what that sloppy price could have been. Netflix, waiting on Netflix earnings, but clearly, NASDAQ especially was being accumulated yesterday, even though they wouldn't break it higher. It was clearly being accumulated. Be that as it may, we're coming into the session with the NASDAQ at the high of the day within 4 or 5 ticks. I have no interest in jumping into a trade here. There's 8 a.m. All we can do is watch. Gold is in a free fall. Those of you guys that have the bot, which is virtually everybody, unless you're here on trial. And by the way, if you're here for the week, good morning and welcome. If you are trading the suggested instruments, which is everything today, except YM, I believe, but I don't trade YM. And if you're trading the prescribed hours, suggested hours, opening at 6 a.m., you are well into the money, Good morning, Jim. Guys, Dr. Dean, good morning, Chris. Dr. Dean will be doing his educational webinar again Saturday. I have sent that email out to everybody via Benchmark. You're all in Benchmark email. And for newer members that or potential members, I would strongly, good morning, Jacques. I would strongly advise you guys to take the class on Saturday. While the bots are optimized, this is even further optimization, and you will learn what you should be doing and when you should be doing it for the best results, and which bots you should be trading. In any event, guys, good morning. We're here. We're back at it. Looks like we have a little bit of selling right now in crude, although it does have just under 400 net buyers. Today is Wednesday. Monday was a holiday. I suspect, I haven't looked, I suspect that inventory is going to be tomorrow. Gold, interestingly enough, still has 1,200 net buyers, even on this fairly drastic down move. We are coming into some areas of support. I think we probably make it down as low as 28. If anybody is short from the bot and you're still trailing, on the 15-minute, all 3 targets have been hit. On the 3-minute, all 3 targets have been exceeded by 12 miles. But gold is, for those of you guys that are here on trial, I'll just show you. This was a gold short at 645. First target here at 21, 42, and 73 ticks, all hit and still going. My bots are on at this point. I did not take any of those trades. NASDAQ is going to keep grinding higher, guys. We don't even run into any resistance until we hit 12.5. Good morning, Todd. In any event, looks like ES, if it can break cleanly above 6.5, we probably trade 8, 9, 10 area. Morning, Mark. On which time frame? 15 minutes? What time frame? 3 minute. Yeah, mine would have also. Yeah, Saeed, you can. It's fully automated. And that was the intended use. Morning, Derek. We've got 2,000 net buyers just over in the NASDAQ. We are going higher. I need a pullback if I'm going to consider a long. There's not much I'm willing to do. There's nothing I'm willing to do up in here. I have a 125 target. Support should come in somewhere 80 to 85 at this point. I would be unwilling to take shorts unless there's some significant selling. 10-year bond yield still, rising, which is obviously affecting gold, as is the dollar index has bid. Man, gold looks like, if gold doesn't find some buyers in here, we come 33.7, 31.8, and down to 28. You guys can see here our standard good morning, Chris. Our standard deviation, well, it's trying to turn back up. We can't find any buyers, but we are due for a bounce. Crude as well. ES is a long, looks like to 08. If anybody is interested in the ES. Johan, good morning. Over 5,000 net buyers in the ES. Crude, as we talked about, had some sellers. We've got small buying in the Russell. Good morning, Yuri. Guys, today is Wednesday. For those of you that are in order flow class number 2 or the Thursday class, I will be sending out your educational link today. Please look for that link later today. If you don't have it, email me. But class is tomorrow, Thursday at 12 noon. And I will send that link out via benchmark email, which all of you have confirmed that you've received those emails in the test email. So I will send that link out. For those of you guys that are in class on Friday, which is the initial class at 12 noon, I will send the link out tomorrow. Okay? Yeah, my stop on ES would be 02 half, 03. Maybe 02. 4 handles. Let me quickly read the disclaimer and I'll check news, see what else is going on. U.S. government required disclaimer: futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Remember, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to that trade. Please trade according to your own risk tolerance. And we are off. We are off. I do have. Okay, so first target is hit, guys, at 08. You've got some resistance right about 9, 0875. Above that, you go 10. Okay, Ray. Again, 10 points after the fact, but okay. It's always nice to point them out when they're winners. Let me know when you take a loser. I've never seen you take a losing trade. Ever. I don't think. Gold was a long. I mean, gold to me looks like a long right here to 39. Ryan, yep, I would think 36 to 39, maybe back up to 45. Good morning, Marco. Gold actually has net buyers. Your resistance is going to come in, Ryan, about 37 to 38 area. I am trading February gold, yes. I assume, Ryan, you're asking about February gold. 39 is your, call it 38.7 first target. So you are human. All right, NASDAQ may pull back now. We got to 14. Small sellers, man. Yeah, I take losing trades. I mean, the difference between you and me is mine are done in full view. I take losing trades for sure. But again, yesterday, I knew, again, I trade Delta and I knew that we could not sell off given yesterday's Delta. And I said it, if you guys listen to the tape, the recording from yesterday, I said it 1,000 times. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. I mean, I know what I see. And here we are, probably 150 points higher. Stop on gold at the moment is 31. You can go 31.8. We do have buyers. It hit that little resistance area around 37 and pinged off it. It's just got to bid through 37. But we can go all the way back to 45. Yeah, yesterday was, again, I don't know what held the markets up yesterday. I don't know why the NASDAQ wouldn't break. It's very unusual when we have that kind of buying volume that we don't, or selling volume for that matter. We don't drop or we don't go long. Again, as I like to say, it is what it is. And the good news is the market got that move, unfortunately, after the room, and I was able to catch some of that trade. That ES trade at 06 has already hit first target, but I do have a target out at 18, 38.18. NASDAQ is giving us a small pullback. I would like to see it pull back to 86. I'd also like a full head of hair, but that probably isn't going to happen. Guys, if you're here for the week on trial, good morning and welcome back. Today is Wednesday. Let me check news. I don't think we have crude inventory. I'm almost positive we will not have crude today. We do not. Mortgage applications fell. Right? They're tied to the 10-year. 10 years rising. Redbook retail sales, who cares? We have nothing in here. And as far as earnings today, American Airlines, who cares? United Airlines. I know Procter & Gamble beat. Morgan Stanley beat. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, we have IBM after the close and Intel. Chips are interesting. Fitbit before the open is the only one I'd be interested in. Anybody have any questions? Gold is trying. It's got to break up here. This 37 area, 37 half breaks. You guys should get up to your 39 area. Trade accordingly. It is pre-market. ES has to break about 3 ticks higher, and I think it's good to go. But 18 is where I think ES is headed, fellas. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm just going to get a fresh cup of coffee. First target is off on gold. 39.2 triple T. No, John, you wouldn't have had an email from me yet. You've been added late. Triple T to the tick. Next target up, 4-4. Anybody holding gold? 44 target. Anybody in gold? Okay, Craig, Gary. All right, fellas. Okay. Nice catch, Ryan. All right, there's ES up at 10. Okay, Randy or Sue. Nice job, Paul. Out at first target. I think we're going 4-4 and probably back to VWAP. Look at your delta. It's net buying. So here is my next target for those of you guys holding gold. $44. Anyone holding ES? A little better trade today. Okay, Gary. All right, Mimi. Nice job. Gold is going to have to pop above about 40.7 or 8. That's going to be resistance. Russell is off to the races. ES. A little bit of Canadian news here. I'm paying no attention to it.
month. Cannabis CPI 0.7%, 0.3 lower than expected. Month month is also 0.3 lower than expected. Median core at 1.8%, 1/10 lower than expected. Common 1.3% is 0.2 lower than expected, and the trim at 1.6%, 1/10 lower than expected. Internet 0.6% down.
Yeah, so 10 has been hit. We got to break 10 quarter. We go 11, 7, 5, 12, 12 and a half. It's going to 18, Mimi. I mean, we're going at least to 15, right? Why? Now I'm looking here. It's going to trade up there. Above that, it goes to 18. It's going to follow the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's going to 140. My next level up is 125. I'm just not getting in at 107. If I don't get a pullback, I guess I sit here and, you guys certainly can, are free to do what you want to do, but I'm not buying NASDAQ up here. The ES was a terrific long at 06. Some of you took it. Gold, terrific bounce here. First target is off, and it should go to 44. It's trying to pop this little bit of resistance here, and then it's free and queer. And if anybody knows what movie that's from, kudos to you. Now, if we get above 44, doesn't mean you have to take it off at 44, right? Where should gold go? 46 half. Why? VWAP, positive delta. Let's take a look and see what we are working with here. We do have an unfinished auction. No, it's from the movie Major League. Charlie Sheen said it. Did he say free and queer? It's old, fellas. It's old. Old movie. One of my favorites. So here is my next target. 43.8 to 44. Why? Well, we got this sell zone in here. Yeah. Chris. Got this sell zone in here. So I'm targeting this 44 area, right where we have supply. That's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And then we should trade up to VWAP. It's a nice trade here, fellas. NASDAQ. I'd really like to see at least 94. But we have this buy zone right where we came to. I mean, this could trade quickly right back up to 114 and then my 125 target. It's going to 125. And then it looks like I mean, natural gas is interesting with unfinished auction at 96 and 98. NASDAQ comes down through that swing there at 3.5. We might get that pullback we're looking for. President Trump giving his final remarks. You guys can take along if you want to put your stop at 100, 13,100. Yes, Victor, I can see it now. Can you hear me now? Was that the issue because you didn't log out? Yep, you're good now. If anybody wants to try a long on NASDAQ, your stop is 100. Your first target is 14. That's not much, 6 handles, 5, 6 handles, but it is going higher, fellas. Let's see what else I see here. Good morning, Brian. Nice job, Brian. Using order flow. Nice job. Nice job. See if you're right. Taking the NQ long. NQ, we are above VWAP, Chris. I'm not sure what you're saying, but we're well above VWAP. We're at the 95. VWAP is all the way down here at 67. I think we'll see that at some point. Well, obviously you can see support in here, right? You can, I mean, we clearly have 5-minute support in here. Consolidation, what looks like another move up. First target's about 114 if anybody took that trade. Got to take that swing high at 11.25. Anybody long NASDAQ? Anybody take NASDAQ? Okay. Okay, fellas. I want a bigger pullback too. I mean, but again, I got one buyer on the top. I'm not gassed about that. And that previous swing, we had 9. Okay, Cliff, nice job. First target, guys, is 14, right up at the day high. Maybe 13.5. Hey, James. Good morning. Somebody want to tell me where gold is? Anybody want to tell me? Oh, gosh, look at that. Another target. There's my 44, fellas. That's a humongous trade. Humongous. For those of you guys that are on trial, those are order flow trades. Those are not obviously bot trades. Next level up on gold, if anybody's still holding, would be 46. Big, huge. If we get to VWAP, it's about a 10-handle trade, fellas. Gold is pushing a little bit of resistance on a 15-minute. I'm looking at it. It's not enough that I care about. This should get you back up into the high of the day. It's got to break here. I need buyers. Don't one tick shy me. It's got to break that swing. First target is 14. 13 half. Look at this. Stopped again at that swing high with 3 buyers. That's the only thing I don't like. There's no buyers at the top of the candle. If you look at these, there it goes. We broke it. Should get you 13 half to 14 for a first target. And then it's free. Next target up is 25. 25. And then 43. Morning, Ray. Anyone still holding gold? Anybody still holding gold? Okay, Joe. VWAP is coming. There's your first target on NASDAQ. 13 half, 14. And here comes the breakout again. ESGC and NQ. Mimi, you are well in the green. 125, 124. Got to break this high, 14, and it's going to rip again. We are trying to move through that, but we're one tick. 14's the high, 13.75 is where we've just traded to. We got to take the high. Trump said he will be back in some form. No, I don't, Dustin. We're going to 125 and probably 164. What I would expect is a move up close to 125 and then a retracement. And then some consolidation, and then later in the day, we'll move back up again. I think we're going to get to 164 and 203. Trump concluded with a statement. Have a good life, and we will see you soon. Wish the new administration good luck. Thank you, Eli. Here comes VWAP, fellas. Here comes VWAP. Honestly, guys, you guys all have a free trade at this point in gold. I mean, absolutely free. I don't know that I'd be willing to give gold up. I think the next target up is now 47 to a half. $47 to a half. Call it 123 next target up. 123. I do have it at 125, but I'm front running that next area of resistance. Gold is an absolute monster of a trade. Monster. So it's a 10 handle trade. All right, guys, careful on this pullback. I would have stop at break even or lock in some. ES popped up to 11 and rejected that 11. Hang on, fellas. So gold is long on the 3 minute. NASDAQ's heading to 123 as your next target. Come on, buyers. 3 buyers left on the top up here in the NASDAQ. There goes gold. Should get that first target. I have no idea, Dustin. I don't think we come much below 86 at this point. Maybe 47, a retracement back to 47. I doubt it, but Right now, it's all buyers. We are all buyers. Gold is into resistance right here if you guys want to take some ticks. Gold should push up to 48.7, but we are into resistance. We got to 48.1. If you guys want to take risk off, we are into resistance on gold, right where it stopped. There's 19 on NASDAQ.
You're listening to Trade the News.
If you guys want to take a YM long, you have a YM long right where it is, 927. I'm watching gold for one more candle, one more 5-minute. Almost to your next target, guys. That's 20.5. If we break out above 125.50, if anybody is holding NASDAQ above 125.50, you can target 164. Stop is YM 880. And target on YM is 965. You guys may want to, real stop is 07 on the NASDAQ, 07. 07.30,880. 880. Stop now in the NASDAQ, fellas, is 107. That's the real stop. If you guys want to trade it differently, Crude opens up here in a few minutes. Here goes gold, trying to get to that first target. Should. 32 ticks. I did, Greg, yesterday. Check your emails. I sent it to everybody. I'll go over that at some point today.
Target filled.
There's first target, guys. There's first target. I'm going to move that second target all the way out to 76 ticks. I don't know that it can get there, but first target's off at 32 ticks. NASDAQ, I think, probably has one more burst in it at the 9 o'clock candle, and then we'll probably get pretty slow until 9:30. ES moving back up as well. Guys, if anybody, whoever's taken these order flow trades, gold is now better than 10 handles. It's close to a 12 handle trade. 12 handles. NASDAQ is also close to 15, 16. There's my almost target. If you guys want to milk it to 24.50, yeah, these are, again, yesterday was just an odd day. It was a really odd day. We got 22.50. Again, on the open, we'll probably break through that 25 half barrier, but it's pre-market. And we're pretty close to that 23 that I'm front running the 25 target. It's pretty good resistance on a 5-minute. Gold is still going. Crude is flat. Opens up here in 20 seconds. And then it's 9 o'clock. ES is still going. So we've nailed the ES, we've nailed the NASDAQ, and we have uber nailed gold, if you guys are following along.
Target filled.
There's first target on crude. I'm going to move that target also out to third target at 18 ticks. Not much volatility in crude. Now on crude, I have the bot set to go break even plus 1. There's my 23 target on NASDAQ. You can move your stop on NASDAQ, real stop, now to 111. 111. If we break 25.50, this NASDAQ is going to go hooey screwy, big time. 25 half goes. You guys, next target up, 164. 164. YM is also in the money. Any of my guys have either crude or gold on the bot? Okay. All right. Bunch of you guys. Nice job, fellas. You'll notice I am trading Dean's settings. One off at target 1. 43 ticks is hit. Second target is hit on gold. Second target is hit on gold. Second target hit. NASDAQ, by all accounts, is another big trade, right? Should have close to 20 handles in this trade. 17, 18 handles, somewhere in through there. Let me see where the heck crude can go before I take 18 ticks. I'm going to put that target 70. Yeah, that may be all it goes, 18 ticks. NASDAQ broke out, fellas. NASDAQ's broken out. NASDAQ is broken out above 20.
Target filled.
All right, both targets filled. All three targets hit on crude. First target and third target hit and filled. Hit and filled. Bots are up 690, 690, pending the outcome of this gold trade. If you're still holding NASDAQ, if we get a 5-minute candle close, I need a 5-minute close above 25, and we target now 64. We'll probably get it on the open. ES, I gave that entry at 06. You're up 6.5 handles on the ES. My target is 18 on the ES. It's utterly free at this point. So is NASDAQ, so is gold. Gold is a monster. Straight up beast. Gold has to break 50 half. And then it goes 51.6, 52.9, 55.4, 56.8. Anybody that took the YM trade, if you want to cover some on the YM 940, you could take some risk off. Decent little YM trade. There's my target, guys, on ES. That's my target. Right there, 18. I gave that long before we were here. All right, I got a 5-minute close above that 25 half. That should be some support now, 25 to a half. Gold has done its job. It's gone to second target. Anything better than that second target, for those of you guys that are on trial, just to explain, we are way overextended because we're using a multiple of average true range. So that third target, which the bot has identified, is using a multiple of 3.5 times average true range. Is the HH? What is HH? I don't know what that means. Fibonacci extensions. We're at highs, right? The only way that I can get targets now is using Fibonacci extensions. Right? How else would we get targets? It's the only thing I can do. And for the record, in order flow class, I will not teach Fibonacci. I don't use it in my daily trading. The only reason I'm using it now is because I have to find targets for extensions. I don't have any doubt that gold is going to go up and get that. We now have 2,600 net buyers. Now, I've cinched my stop up. That is support. I've cinched it up to support at 47.4. If that 10-minute time frame goes green, I mean, we're green. We're 10 and 30 minutes are still red, but the hourly is green on gold. I use dailies. Guys, I'm going to go eat my breakfast. I'll be back. All right, y'all. That third target's hit. We have taken 2 trades on the bots today. We're up $2,210 on 2 trades. 2 trades. Anybody have any questions? We still have 10, 12 minutes before the open. NASDAQ has now hit 35. You can move your NASDAQ stop, guys, to 19. Good morning, Jeff. Closer to 70%, which is what we shoot for, Saeed. The problem is if we get much over 70, they don't take enough trades. When we start going below 65%, they're still profitable, but not enough. It's back and forth draw, so it's a pretty tight line. Crude, Ken, crude on the 3-minute. ES has gotten to 15. Hang on, guys. Let me see here. ES stop can go to 10, maybe 9.5. What about GC? Real stop? You want the real stop? Is that what you're asking? On the order flow trade? Yeah, one was gold, one was crude. I think it could too, Don, and you have it. You have it. I'm going to buy one just for you, Don. NASDAQ stop, guys, can, if you guys want to, hold them, 119, maybe 118. Does the bot work on Windows? Yes. Windows 10. Windows 10. They don't even support Windows 8 anymore, I don't believe. You've also hit first target at that 40 area, 45 area on YM. Real stop on gold, 52 on gold. 52, you can move it up now. 52 half. Next, let me give you targets on gold. NASDAQ's going to 164 if you're still holding. We may get a pullback on the open. Let me give you a target on gold. Next target on gold is 59. 59. If we can get above 59, pay attention. Here's your target above 59 on gold, and they are buying the breaks off of gold. 67.2 and 75. We should see 67, I would think, today, and 75, and then 82 overnight. I mean, the way it's bid, we could see 65 tonight. I mean, today. We should see 67 today. Working on it, Magnus, but there will be no order flow for TradeStation, just so you know. There is no order flow built for TradeStation. My sense is here, this was this morning. My sense here is that was a stop rip. They just ripped stops. They went and took everybody's. Yep. They just went and cleared everybody's guts out before this move. $525 stops they took. They're scumbags. That's what they do, though. They're scumbags. Final target now on ES 22. It's going to 22. There's gold at 59.5. I can't even, I mean, it's hitting targets so fast, it's ridiculous. 67.2. Next target on GC. 67.2. This was a trade that started, fellas, at 36. 36. It's going to be a slow bot day because everything is already in trends. Indices are all longs. Gold is long. The Unirenko may be the only thing that trades. Russell is longs. The only thing that may trade is the Unirenko. Gold is going to go long on the 15-minute for those of you guys that have it. A 15-minute bot. Again, fellas, the bots are up $2,210, guys, on 2 trades. Yesterday, we were up $1,800 and change. We're up 4,000 in 2 days. Jesus, close to 1,000 stops. 200 taken at 42, 169 at 48, 292 at 1851. All it's going to do is propel this thing higher. Guys, there should be nobody in this room that, unless you didn't take any trades, that hasn't cleared their daily goals. Yeah, I understand, Chris. I can only imagine. So if you're joining late, here is where we're at. I gave an ES long at 06, target at 18. Now I've moved it. We've taken some first target. I gave a YM long at 925 with a 40-45 first target, so that's out. I would put stop at break even on the open. I gave a long on the NASDAQ at 07. And gold was at 1836. Yeah, you made money, but listen, you can't cry about making money, right? And the bots have taken 2 trades for a total of $2,210. If ES breaks above 16, it goes 18 pretty quickly, and above 18, it just rockets. I would be interested in buying ES on a pullback at call it about 9, half 10. And NASDAQ, I think you can wave goodbye. It's going to 64 and higher. I think we see 13,200 NQ. I mean, we're obviously looking to buy pullbacks, right? It's going to be volatile on the open. If you guys are here on trial, yesterday the bots performed very, very well. Did over 1,800. And on order flow, NASDAQ, I was right on with the delta and right on the direction. I just, as I said 1,000 times yesterday, did not understand why it just traded in that small little range. But as soon as we got rid of Europe, the move was on. What price are you short, Dustin? Where are you short? Man. So, yeah, here is the thing. How many cars do you have on? Here is the thing. I mean, again, I don't know the size. I don't know anything about you. I don't know the size of your account. I don't know how much pain you can withstand. I don't, if you tell me you have one contract down, you're down a couple thousand, you may get a pullback off that 64 because that'll be way oversold. I mean, overbought. There may be a place to add in, and bring your cost basis way up. I don't know. I mean, again, without knowing anything about, it's hard for me to make a recommendation. And again, since I'm not licensed, I would probably be out of my depth to give specific, recommendations. I don't see the NASDAQ pulling back until we've probably hit 200. How many contracts are you holding at that price? No, Victor, no. Minis or micros? No, that is not my last target. Eesh. Okay. So you're taking some heat here. Depending on listen here, there's no question in my mind these markets are going to pull back, right? But trading is littered with guys that have tried to catch a top or a bottom or hung on. I mean, I generally try to take. If I'm wrong small. I don't mind losing, a couple $1,000 on a trade. If I do, I do. But I have had some odious trades, in the past where I've let them go because I thought I was right. Again, I'm not giving you advice. I just know we're going much higher. We're probably going to trade up to that 165 to 175 level, and we are way overbought up there. Yeah, we've all done it. Well, I think now we're off now, guys. Let's see what we get on a pullback. I think this thing may just break straight up. We may get a pullback into 112, back even down to 99. I think at some point today we're going to see VWAP. We generally do. I mean, I think it would, in my opinion, while it can go higher, bailing at the high of the day is always a bad idea. I'd like to see us come back to 108. We may stop right here, but we could come back right to 13,000. Got small sellers on the open. Gold, guys, is going to 67. Up in here. NASDAQ, small buyers, small sellers in the opening 3-minute candle, or the opening candle here, into small buyers, back into small sellers. I can't, you can't be short. I'm just trying to let this settle down. ES, if it pulls back to that 10 area, is a long. Let them settle down. That 38 area, where's my damn Dom? There it is. That 38 area is kind of what's hanging us up. Buyers are coming in. There are buyers. There goes gold again. Holy shnikes. They are tearing gold up. NASDAQ's breaking again. 38 was the area to enter. What's that? I need a bigger pullback than what we got, guys. We're going to 64, fellas. It's where the NASDAQ is headed. And we could reverse off 64. I really want to see a pullback. Got a lower high open here on this next candle. I'd really like to see us come back to 109. Over 3,000 net buyers. It's opening 5-minute candle. We're right in the middle of the range. If we get anywhere near VWAP, which, I mean, that would be our entry. I think if we can get down to 110 would be our entry, but there's no selling, guys. There's no sellers. 164 is your target. If you guys want a long and you're willing to hold it, 164 is the target.
Order submitted.
164 is your target. If you're already in the NASDAQ, it's going. 164. It's all buyers. Yes, came down and bounced. There's 55. It's going 64, fellas. I think we hit 64. 64 target hit. 64 hit. This is from about 07. We should reject off this 64. If not, the next level up. God almighty, this is just unadulterated. We're going to 200. It should get a pullback in this area. We're overbought. I'm not suggesting a short, lest anyone think I'm suggesting short. ES is broken out, hit my 18 target. ES has hit 18 from 06. It's all buyers. 4,100 buyers, guys. It's all buying. If we get a 5-minute close above 64, 60, call it 65. Real stop on the NASDAQ, 130. That's the real stop, 130. If you want to be depending on where you're in, if you really want to cinch it, you can go to 147, but that may get hit. We'll get a pullback. We always do. This is just the opening 10 minutes. Nine contracts from 25 half to 65. Nice job, Joe. It's a monster. Guys, we're going to 200, fellas. We're going to 203 and maybe that 220 on the top. If I can get a pullback to maybe 53, would be interesting. We do have some small sellers showing up now. We're back below that 64. We are overbought up here, fellas. Now, again, we all know that we can say overbought forever. Here's your next long. Again, 65 into 81 and higher. I'd rather see a bigger pullback than this little dink and dunk thing. YM is pulling back. Yeah, you got to take longs right now. You cannot be looking for shorts. If you're looking for shorts, you're going to get just creamed. It's all buyers. You have 500 in this 3-minute candle. ES, we could have just bought that small pullback to 13. I'd like to see ES pull back, fellas, right now to 14, 13 half. Guys, this should be the biggest day some of you have ever had. I mean, we have fired almost 20 handles on gold. Almost 20 handles on gold. ES was good for 12 handles. NASDAQ is good for 80 handles. This should be one of the biggest days many of you have had. That's right. Free money. Markets love free. We just pulled into a long from the ES. I was watching NASDAQ. Up 800 on MNQ. Nice job, Cliff. It's a great trade. Somebody want to tell me the tick range on the NASDAQ? $253. Thank you, Kristen. It's going higher, guys. This is not done. This is not done. 203 is where we're headed next. 203. Thank you, Randy or Sue. That's your next level up. Down to 138. Thank you, guys. The only way this gets a retracement is a flip down through 171. But we could come back 142. 132 is now an area to buy on a pullback. Crude can't seem to get out of its own way. Sideways. Bonds look like they're trying to turn up. $132, John. $132. All we can do is wait. There were two trades for the entry. The first trade was where I gave it about 06, 07, and then a break of 25.5. I have no other entry unless I get a pullback. So same, the ES just pulled back into my zone at 14. Did anybody take that? ES is going to 22 and then 30. Okay, Randy, Sue, nice, Don. All right, guys, good job. 22 is your target on the ES, and then 30. Okay, Frank, nice job, fellas. Okay, Roberto, nice to see you. Guys, we have to get a pullback. At some point, this will pull back and give us a long entry. If you're not in it, just be patient. Do not chase. Do not chase. They have to pull this thing back to find buyers again. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. 203 was my next level up, right? If it goes there, it goes there. I'm not in it. I'm watching it. If you guys want to take YM long, there's a YM long right here, 922, 925. YM is long. Stop is 880, 880. I may be forced to buy the damn YM, which I loathe. I don't even have it on my DOM.
Order filled.
Overall, the Dow up close to 100 points, the S&P up 26. European equity markets largely holding gains. The CAC on up 0.5%, the DAX up almost 0.75%. The Standard IBEX is lagged down about 0.25%.
First target's at 75. That chart is frozen, so I have to do it on the DOM. $75, first target. For the most part, Greg. Yeah. That's where the greatest profitability comes in. I run them on Tuesdays, but definitely not on Thursdays. YM's got to get above about 48, fellas. A little bit of resistance at 48. There goes your ES. Bump it up, bump it up, bump it up. Who's ready to go hit golf balls? All right, we're getting a pullback in the Nasdaq, which is good. Not much. Come on, YM, you're such a dog. Okay, so the question is, Greg, how many instruments will you trade? How many instruments will you trade simultaneously? So 3 contracts. I mean, you could trade 3 contracts with 6,000-7,000, in my opinion. If you're trading 2 or 3 instruments, extrapolate that out.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Here comes your 200. 203 was my next target up, fellas. And then we're going higher.
That's the arrow going to bank computer rate decision expected to rates on hold to 85%. Let's get to us in the HB housing market index from 86 higher.
Next target up on the ES for those of you still in 22 on the ES. Final target 29. Come on, YM, you're such a putz. I hate the YM. Absolutely hate it. That's why I don't really trade it, Chris. All right, NASDAQ's giving us a pullback. Got a few hundred sellers in here. $300 sellers, almost 400. I would, Craig. Support should be 64. We should get a bounce off 64. Maybe a little bit lower. I'm not watching gold, though. I really want this NASDAQ. NASDAQ could come back to 46. I'm all for VWAP at 113. Got 700 sellers in this block. It got to 20. I mean, again, I'm not interested in shorts. It's just, I'm not trying to fight the trend here. This should give us some support here. 64. This YM is intolerable. "23 seconds to the next candle." 132, if we get that pullback, is our net, would be, I think, a great entry. 132 on the NASDAQ. It looks like this YM's going to tag VWAP. I'm just below it. If it takes it, it takes it. All right, I'll turn the bot on, the Unirenko. It's on. It'll have to go long.
Order filled. Order filled.
Colombia trade balance expected. The import
Long on the bot. Come on, NASDAQ, pump it up. Got to 84 quarter. Come on, NASDAQ. Small buyers in here. Small. Next candle in 15 seconds.
Stop filled.
Out on the Unirenko.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Now it wants a short. I'm not really interested in shorts, guys. I'm letting this thing do what it wants. YM is still holding on.
decision, just below 1.1% in the U.S. 10-year yield. Dollar CAD.
If 64 breaks, we get that first target. Down to 3,000 buyers from over 4,200.
For a minute to be making a big decision, expect to keep rates on hold at 0.25%. Let's get January HP Housing Market Index expected to remain at 86.
Holding that 64. Come on, break 62. YM, if you guys want to take some ticks, your prerogative.
Get a rate decision at HP Housing Market Index 60 seconds.
Just a waste. I am such a waste. Came within a tick. 83 for housing. Lower than expected. Bank of Canada keeping rates on hold. This has to get above 47. YM. Above 47, we should be good.
Restrictions will be eased February. Output gap persistent until 2023. Yes.
Seen the firm up a little bit. Indicators saying inflation has been stronger than expected in recent months.
This is pitiful. Stuck.
Canvas weighted average maturity of TV purchases is now at 7 years plus.
YM has to break right here. 48. 48 area. If that, this is the last trade this is taking.
Stop.
Out. Done. I'm shutting it off. We're just chopping. I like the longs. Let it consolidate. YM broke that little bit of resistance. We should be good to first target, those of you guys that are holding it. YM should get us to that 75. Come on, give me a new day high, rat bag. No new day high yet on the YM. Nice job, John. Come on, YM. No new day high yet on the YM. Once we get, if we get above that, there it goes. Should get that first target, guys. 2 ticks shy. Come on, seriously. Here we go. Come on, YM.
Target filled.
First target filled 75 from 26. Nice trade. Anybody that may be in it. Next target, 131,008. NASDAQ's just working off overbought. That's all it's doing. Sideways, working off overbought. Anybody take the YM trade, fellas? Anybody take YM? No one took YM? Can you guys hear me? Okay, one person. Couple of people. Okay, bunch of you. Okay. Whatever. I don't care who did not, Don. I don't like YM either. I ate it, actually. But NASDAQ's putzing around here, working off overbought. ES hit my next target at 22. This is from 06, fellas. 29 next target up. 29. 29. Yeah. Wapner's on at 4. Guys, it's on the screen. I've given you targets. Gave you targets. Back up to 2,800 buyers on the NASDAQ.
Order filled.
2,800 buyers on the NASDAQ. Come on, YM. Oh, we got 01. Look at this. We got to 03. Come on, NASDAQ. A little bit of resistance right here. Got to get above 86. If NASDAQ breaks out above that day high, it's going bananas. It's got to get above that next 5-minute high. Should go 203, guys. We missed this stupid target by 3 ticks on the YM second target. Come on, YM, break up. Let's go. Give it to me. Boom, 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 boom. Give me that 203. ES hit my announced target. We did. Yes, we did. Come on, YM. Go get second target.
Target filled.
There it is. Filled. NASDAQ just has to break out, fellas. Here comes my 203 target. Come on, you got him. Give me 203. 203.
Order filled.
There's 01. 02. Sorry, Onyx. Next week. Did we hit 03? I think we did, fellas. 0250. 03. Booyah, baby. Booyah. All targets hit. All targets hit. All targets hit. Fellas, I'm going to move this out and move stop to break even on the YM if anybody is in it. Anybody in YM still? Guys, it's a nice trade. 70, 80 ticks, 75, 80 ticks. Thank you, Jeffrey. We're not done on the NASDAQ, fellas. I'll give you another target. $281. That's on a 60-minute extension. 281. NASDAQ 281. Guys, I'm going to go get coffee. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. NASDAQ headed to 281. Anybody still holding NASDAQ from early this morning? 281. There's my 29 on the ES. Anybody still holding that? Nice job, Magnus. All right, anybody still in ES? Now you can target 38.40. Guys, ES is from 06. Gold looks like it's ready to pop again. I'll bring up order flow in a minute. Guys, it's been a fun trade. Fun trade. Anybody have any questions, especially anybody have questions? Yesterday, listen, guys, for those of you that are on trial, yesterday was an utter anomaly for me. I rarely get beat up on the NASDAQ. Rarely. And again, if you review the tape, the recording, you know, I said 1,000 times, it's not shorts. I don't know if they were waiting, you know, till somebody accumulated. It could have been because of Netflix earnings. but they just would not let that thing go. And then we got out of Europe. We got rid of the Europeans. You're up $1,106 on MNQ. Nice job. Nice job, Cliff. Nice job. Guys, do I possibly have anybody that did not have their best days? Anybody have their best day ever? Bro, you did? Woohoo! Nice job, James. That was a big record to break. What'd you do today? And you came in late. You missed the huge gold trade. You missed almost a 20 handle move on gold. What'd you do? Just on NASDAQ. What was your what's your gross, and can I repeat it? Can I repeat that? Okay. NQ margin is $1,000. Listen, you are there's nothing not humble about that. I mean, at the end of the day, I can give directive, right, as I see it, right, or suggestions as I see it, right? At the end of the day, you have to have A, the nerve to take the trade, and B, you have to be patient and let the trades work. And you obviously do that. The usual number of contracts, James? You are very welcome, Josh. Very welcome. Guys, I listen, the only benefit I provide for all of you guys is in my ability to help y'all make money. Other than that, the fact that I'm extraordinarily good looking, hysterically funny, is utterly irrelevant. That's right. You have to have the nerve to stay in the trade. Absolutely. I give you guys targets. How you guys trade them, you join because of my looks. Listen, I'm going to say this again. Show me a humble trader. I'll show you a guy that can't make money. You know, it comes in time, Joe. It comes in time, guys. It comes in time, because here is the reality. Most traders, well, 67 was my target, right? We got 65. I'll give you my targets on gold, and then I'll come back to this, because we're going to have a hard time at this point finding any more trades. If you haven't made money, it's because you haven't traded. I don't think I've had. You joined for the fishing stories? Man, I got some good ones from last week, Ray. I fished the Watauga River here on Saturday. 8 hours of horrific wind, snow, and unbelievably cold. Gold went again, guys. Gold is going to 67 and then 73. I'm in Tennessee, Greg. I am an ardent, hardcore fly fisherman. How cold was it? Upper 20s, but it isn't. Upper 20s is not cold. It's the wind. Guys, for those of you that are on trial, I hope you've enjoyed the first couple of days. Yesterday, look, I got, excoriated and publicly flogged. That's the downside. I gave it, Mimi, 1875. 1875 on gold, fellas. That's the downside to, trading in full view, right? When they don't work out. Oh, that's okay. No worries. No worries. Tell your husband to stop talking to you. I'm kidding. That's the downside to trading in full view. When they don't work, you look stupid. But it's rare that, it's rare that the NASDAQ gets me. It's rare. Bot totals for the day are down. They were at 2,200 and they are down to 1,280. I took 2 losing trades on that Unorenco in the NASDAQ and shut it off. I have not either, Chris. I haven't either. In fact, I'll send an email. I'm the best trader you've ever seen? No, I don't know about that. Listen, my only goal is to help you guys make money every day. That's it. That's my goal. If we make money every single day, I don't care. I don't care if it's $100. If you guys make money every single day, guess what? We're moving in the right direction. You don't have to make 10,000 a day to be a trader. You don't have to, Thank you, Don. NASDAQ today looks like it's probably going, if we should pull back to, I'd like to see a pullback to 200. And that's another entry. You want 10,000 a day? You can do it. Listen, I can't, I won't say who, but one of my guys tripled that number today. Don. So it's doable. In order to make, no, Unorenco is a candle. It's a candle type. Best day for Kirk ever. Nice. To make that kind of money, guys, it's a function of size. It's not, listen, as traders, every time we put risk on, there is a possibility of loss, right? I mean, that's kind of what we do for a living, right? So the more times you put risk on, i.e. trades, the higher degree of probability is for losing trades. So the guys that make a lot of money in this business, 5,000, 10,000 a day, 20,000 a day, they're not taking 34 trades with 2 contracts. I promise you that. They are not. They're trading size. But there's no difference between trading 10 contracts than there is trading 1. If you lose $100 on 1 contract, the equivalent would be 1,000 on 10. It's the same trade. One of the things that helps some traders, and this may help some of you, is not to have a rolling P&L on your DOM. Well, let me say this, Don. I have a trader in the room that trades 7 on the NASDAQ. Okay? And I know today he tripled the number that you suggested for a daily. And I believe that in the 4 months that he's been with me, he has made somewhere around $250,000. Maybe more by now. I don't know. But that's 7. So the goal is to build your account. I don't care if you start with an account that's $3,000. I stand corrected. He's made $203,000. He just told me. In what, 4 months? Nah. They don't care about your 5 or 6 or 10 contracts, Tom. They do not care. Guys, ES is just in fuego. If you're still holding ES, keep holding it. Oh, you asked me about NASDAQ. Where did I think NASDAQ could go today? I am hard pressed to think on the NASDAQ. 280? 280? James, 280? I mean, we've got to get a pullback in here, fellas. We have 3,200 buyers again. I really would like to see us pull back to 195. I mean, it's only 30 handles. Nice job, Ray. You're welcome, James. Well, tell her thank you. And listen, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to do what I do, and a privilege to have you all as members. Again, I'm only as valuable to you guys as long as we make money. And that's the only, I mean, I love what we do in this room. There's no room that, there's 2,100 trade rooms in this business. 99% of them don't or can't trade. Period. Don't or can't. We're getting our pullback here. We're getting our pullback here. Guys, I've basically turned off my bots. There's nothing that's going to give us a trade. Indices are in uber longs. And gold as well. Crude is the only thing that may give a trade. You did? You sold it? Damn, what am I going to do when I need a car in the spring? You were my connect. NASDAQ is up 130 handles from where we gave it. YM was a big trade. Gold was a big trade. I really don't have any trades that I can do at this point. Anybody have any questions? I mean, I'll cover anything if you guys have questions. Nothing. All right. Well, trial members, I want to thank you guys for joining us again today. I hope you enjoyed the trade. For my members, same thing. Guys, keep your money. It was a good day. Everyone should have had a great day. You as well, Jeffrey. You're welcome, Jim. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, Tom. I will not be watching the inauguration. I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. For my trials, once the video renders, I will be sending you guys out another email today, and along with the video. If you have any questions on membership, please feel free to email me. And if not, Johan, you're welcome. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll pick it up again. We'll see what we get overnight. For members, pay attention to Skype later in the day. If I get my pullback into 195 area, that's where I'll be looking to take a long again. I'll be on member Skype in a bit after I eat my lunch and do some paperwork. Guys, be blessed. Have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow.